Greetings, fellow adventurers. I am Esmer2 Dragon, and welcome back to my channel. Now, in today's video, I'd like to talk to you about beginning your writing process. Now, I couldn't tell you how many people I've met over the times that I've gone and had my own book signings where somebody goes, I thought about writing a book once. Well, what's stopping you? It's you, you know. Basically, making yourself sit down and write tends to be the hardest thing, because there's many things that have gone through my head and that I hear other people talk about that they assume they don't have what it takes to be a writer. Well, I mean, come on, 50 Shades of Grey got published. But the thing is about writing, it's a matter of just sitting down and doing it. Nothing has to be 100% certain. Nothing has to be, set in stone. Everything can change from once you put that first word on the page. It's not just set. That's, what technology is great for. You have a computer you can write on, or even pencil and paper. A lot of what happens in your story, whether it's sci-fi fantasy or, I don't know, horror or mystery, there's many different things you can do to get your book written. And all of it depends on you sitting down at your computer or whatever you decide to use and writing. Now, for me personally, the hardest thing to avoid is the internet, straight up. Now, the internet can be helpful. It can help you search for different things that you may need to have in your story. But the problem with that is, if you have the internet open, that leaves your mind to wander and want to go to the internet. It's not going to kill you to be off of Facebook for an hour. And that's all it can take sometimes. If you set aside an hour a day for writing, I'm not going to say you're going to get it done in no time, but you'll get a lot farther ahead in your own personal work. And it's that sense of accomplishment that kept me going when I was writing. Now, me personally, I just most of the time spent just staring at the screen, and I've had days where I sat there and wrote 2 sentences. And then I've had other days where I've wrote 2 pages or 3 pages. It's not a matter of how much you do in one sitting, it's what you do in that one sitting. I don't remember who said it, because I think it was just like a comparison, but there was an author that spent all day writing, and he came out of his little study area, and his friend asked him, so did you do any writing today? And the author said, yes, I did. Well, how much did you do? And the author looked at his friend and said, I wrote 3 sentences. And his friend looks at him and says, wow, that doesn't sound like you did much. But the author said, but those are the best 3 sentences I have ever written. So, like I said, if you want to write, do it. Don't just get these assumptions in your head that you're not good. It takes time and practice. Many of the great authors of our time didn't just sit and have their first work the greatest thing ever. But it doesn't mean you shouldn't do it at all. So my advice to you is make time for it. Don't just let yourself sit there wondering, oh, what should I write? Because I am sure there are plenty of ideas going through your head. Like, there's plenty of ideas going through my head. But yes, take time to write, whether it's 3 sentences, 3 pages, or 3 books. So I thank you so much for watching. If you want to support the channel, go ahead, hit the like button, or share this with your other writing friends. You can also hit the subscribe button to help follow along my other advice videos. And if you really want to support the channel, you can click the annotation at the end of the video, or you can check the links in the description to my own personal books. And if you want to find out more about them, there will be a link in the description to the video that discusses the summary of my books. But thank you so much for watching. I am Esmer2 Dragon. Happy adventures.